Okay, still looking at wiring and the like. I think I've decided on the location of a lot of the parts now. That ECU is going to sit under here. The fuse units are going to sit, once I remove these excessive remains of the frame support, putting those back, the fuse relay boxes are going to sit just in there, just inside of that. So we're getting somewhere. I mean, I've got all the coils in and the coil pack wiring. I'm just thinking of an additional support now for the frame, now that that's removed. This is a 15mm bit of solid bar, and I think I have room just in front of the throttle bodies there, and just in between the cable pickup there, you know, set down inside. So I'm just playing around with this bar, and I can get that welded. It's only, you know, it's not huge, but I think it's just that little extra support will be just what we need. So I'm just getting it to size, and I'm going to run it down in there and obviously get it welded in later on, but I just want to make sure everything fits together with it there. There we go, bar pushed into place there. Obviously it needs welding in, but that's what I think. Just a little bit of extra support there should be enough, I think, to take up any flex. I know it's quite a thin bar, but you know, I think that'll add that little bit of extra support, and it just clears the throttle cable there. There's only one problem, is I won't be able to remove the rocker cover without dropping the engine down a bit, because that mounts right at the back there. But yeah, I have to have some concessions with this, I guess. Okay, I'm just trying to tidy up the loom a little bit here. I've bought some bits and bobs for doing the loom. I've got this like twist wrap stuff, because the idea is I'm going to put some extra protection all around the loom. So I've got a couple of meters of that, loads of zip ties, so I'm going to go around securing this over, you know, the various parts of the loom to give it a little bit more abrasive sort of protection. Also bought a lot of P-clips and stuff to start securing, you know, stuff like that there to the inside of the frame. Mounting points, get it nicely mounted. That one. The earth, I think I'm going to take the earth directly into here. So do a hole to get a good earth on the frame, clean it up, and the anodizing on the frame, get rid of that. So yeah, so there we go. So I'm going to carry on doing that. Well, I've been busy beavering away out here, sorting this wiring. Not been recording too much because it's obviously a little bit dull to e-watch, but I'd like to record the progress I've made. So I think I've basically got the tail section in place and sorted now. You can see I've relocated the rectifier, extended the wires, mounted it there, because I was thinking of, you know, as I think I said, inside of the frame, it's going to be too hot there. So we're moving up here, rectifier, starter relay, gubbins, battery, which I've mounted in, are these two brackets here. The whole thing's still loose, as you can see here. But I think that's pretty neat. That's pretty tidy. What I'll do, I'll just stick that down with some Velcro to make sure that stays. Obviously it can't come out, and it actually fits in there spot on. Those two little brackets. And then from the back, obviously you can see the holes. So I put some sort of finishing bases, washers I suppose you call them. Mounted my old plate just as an example. But yeah, there we go. So I think it looks pretty neat from the back. So yeah, that's that. What else have I done? I've just been getting the wires fed round really, and then these will then feed down within here. Because the tank sits so low, it gets really close here, so any wiring down here is a bit vulnerable, so I've got to mount it a bit lower, tuck it in here a little bit, but these will go down this inside and then mount back in there. Oh. Right, she's prepped for surgery. Okay. Some damage. There we go. After the grinding and a good bloody clean up, get rid of all this shite. There you go. Rough as old boots now, isn't it? But yeah, do for now. Once the engine's all apart and out the frame, I'll sand it down, tidy that up a bit more. I've just got my compressor out, blowing all the crap and filings off the bike, off the bloody everything. covered in it was. You know when you're doing something you think, this is a bad idea. Oh, that was one of those moments. So blowing out the throttle bodies with the compressed air. So hopefully, well, they're still, I think I'm going to have to get it. But, well, like I say, I think I'll get the whole injection system cleaned, taken somewhere and cleaned properly before it goes back together to make sure it's all particle free. So there we are. So now I'm just going to drill these holes, finish up making the mess. Hate making the mess with this bloody grinder. It's a right ball ache it is. So I'm going to drill my holes now, get all the messy bits out of the way. Riv nuts. Yeah, know what they are? Well, that's what I'm using to secure stuff to the frame on the bike. So like you can see, here's one I did earlier. Basically you can put a nice screw thread into the frame. I'm using them here to mount my loom and stuff into the inside of the frame. Could try and thread the frame, of course, but that'd be drill a hole, you know, run a thread through. But with nuts, a bit more secure. You can tighten down on it a bit harder. So first off, drill a hole. There we go. This is a with M6 riv nut, which I'm going to be using. This is going to be the main earth point. So you drill a hole, which I have. You screw your riv nut onto your driver, like so. Like that. Okay. Let's see if we can do this without ballsing it up. Push the riv nut into the hole. So the hole you drill is just slightly larger than the riv nut. And then basically press it down. Like so. Then unwind and screw your driver. Like so. Nice squeaky noise. There we are, and there we are. Threaded into the frame. Okay, I just had to lean on that a bit more with the camera off because it was quite tight. So there's your bolt. There's my riv nut installed. So you take your M6 bolt and you can screw it into the frame. Look at that. Bloody beautiful. So that's going to be my main earth point. That's going to be a mount for the loom. And we have another one over here, which is another loom mount. And I think that's all the ones I need to put in now. I think that's it. All the ones secured. So yeah.